In today's What's Wrong with This House exercise, John and I are analyzing the Arbutus, which is a single-family house in the Birchwood Estates, which is outside of Vancouver in Coquitlam.
The Arbutus is 2,700 square feet above grade. It has 4 bedrooms and 2.5 baths. It's 2 stories, and it has a double attached front drive garage.
If you want to look at our slow home test scores, you can click on the player at the bottom of the post, and right now we're going to go through and analyze the plan in detail.
Exactly. So let's start by looking at location, and I Googled it on Google Maps, and you can see that it's over here, and it actually scored a walk score of 0. So it's a classic suburban situation.
Yeah, car dependent.
Totally car dependent.
Yeah.
And this is slowly getting redeveloped as this.
Right.
So it is just entirely.
No, we can't give it the points. What about environmental performance?
They don't talk about any environmental performance on the issues on the website, so I don't think we can really give it anything. They don't really discuss that.
Right.
So 0 points for that.
Right.
Here's the site plan, and we can see it really is a very typical suburban situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm not sure. I have concerns about these lots and these lots. I don't think, they've got roads on both sides.
Yeah.
I just think
I don't think it's
overall,
actually a very well considered site plan at all. So I think we should give it a 0 for that.
All right. So now let's start to look at the plan itself.
Okay.
And I think we need to talk about organization first. And for me, there's a lot of wasted space.
Yeah, there is. And I think there's also that typical condition where we've got on the second floor, you can see right away this introduction of this 45-degree angle, which creates a real unusual circulation pattern on the upper stair, which creates a lot of wasted space. They've also done that in the kitchen, which for a reason I don't know.
No, it's not necessary because it really, really isn't necessary. I'm disturbed by the amount of circulation on the second floor.
Yeah, it seems to be very circuitous, so I don't think we can give it points for organization, so that gets a 0.
That's right. Now, the front entry is pretty good.
Yeah, I agree. There's a closet. It's got a space. It's not just a door. Looks pretty good to me.
Back
the problem
entrance?
is the back entry.
It's too bad.
It's that shared space with
really,
laundry.
A house with that much wasted space, you'd think you could get a laundry room
They
in
always
there, right?
jam it in. I don't understand that when you've got so much square footage.
So what that means is you're going to have the laundry basket right in front of you when you come in with all your skis and backpacks and all the rest of it.
It's not very good. Let's look at indoor living. So we've got a focal point here and a logical place to arrange our furniture and, believe it or not, a connection to the outdoors.
And actually a way to get into and a connection to the back deck.
Yeah,
I think that it's
okay.
Points for that. And outdoor living, I would say, also gets points.
Yeah, it's got a really good sized deck, and I think that's gonna be good. We've got to look at the kitchen. Yeah. The kitchen is a real problem. I mean, we always talk about these islands as being like the bridge of the Starship Enterprise.
This is the reverse.
It's reversed. Are you supposed to put bar stools here?
One person could sit
it makes
there, right?
no sense. I don't understand it. And then look at our appliance triangle. It's crazy. And then we've got all of this pantry space. So behind the sink, there's no counters. For such a huge house, it's such a terribly designed kitchen.
Yeah.
It's really bad. Okay, so let's look at dining. The dining space, actually, I don't think is a problem.
Yeah, there's 2.
Yeah, there's 2. There's a formal and an informal, and both of them seem to be well proportioned.
Yep.
So we've got to give it the point for that.
I agree. Bedrooms, I think, are okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the 45-degree angles, and I have to say I don't like these balconies where you look into the lower space. Yeah. I mean, that's just silly, in my opinion, but overall, they're an okay size, okay layout. Exactly. Bathrooms?
Well, the powder room is in the private but accessible location. I think that the standard layout for the family bath is fine. Yeah. The master bath might be verging on supersized, but I think it's okay.
It's actually not that bad. I think it's actually pretty good. It's one of the least problematic areas of the house.
Study is at the front of the house. It's well situated. It's nicely proportioned. Looks out to the front. I'd say it gets the point.
I agree. So we've got an issue with the laundry, and that came up in the entry, but now we've got to talk about it in terms of the laundry machines. They're really tight in here. This closet door is actually going to impede our access to the laundry, and it's just, I don't even think they've got 3.5 feet as a walk through there. I think it's too tight. Yeah. Plus with the sink, that's not a good laundry.
No, and then the parking 2 cars.
Yeah, it seems standard.
It seems like it. Yeah. It doesn't. There's no interference. So that gives us a score of 7 out of 20, which is pretty low. And for me, the worst part is the organization, I would say, overall.
And for me, the kitchen is just brutal. Yeah. So,
thanks for watching this Slow Home Design segment.